for the new season of GCOR Elite. We'll just get everything ready, thumbnail and all, and then we'll be ready to go. Let's see. Okay. Just getting it set up, almost done. And then we're ready to go.
Awesome, no worries at all, mate.
Okay. Everything's set up.
Awesome, we're ready to go.
Let's get going.
As soon as GCOR2 is ready to go and all the drivers ready to go, then we can get the show on the road.
Let's do this. Let's open the chat. Okay, it's looking like, is that 13 drivers? So JJF, honorary safety car today. Thanks very much, JJF, man.
No worries, mate. Happy to be a part of this series, helping any way I can. It's all good.
That's brilliant. Also, you got your two drivers out there. How confident are you in them two, Joey and Joe Cost, today?
I'm extremely confident. They've shown great teamwork early in the week while focusing on strategy and all that. So I'm confident those guys will get along. Hopefully we won't have any issues with them. It's awesome to have Joe Cast on the team. Giving his experience from a championship winning team, that's definitely going to help us a lot to win our team's championship as well. It's going to be quite interesting. So yeah, I'm pretty sure your driver's fantastic as well. So yeah. I'm just really confident in my team, but I'm pretty sure you're pretty confident in your team as well.
Of course, man, of course. But at the end of the day, man, it's going to be a long season and the deserved team is going to win at the end of the day. So it's exciting now, but I'm sure there's going to be a lot of highs and lows along the way. So got to be ready for that as well.
Heartache is sure to be guaranteed here, especially in the opening few rounds. A lot of things can go awry very quickly.
See now, qualifying about to start, and this is going to be the key moment for a lot of drivers because obviously some of the drivers making their debut today, so it's going to be a chance to make your mark, make your impact on the series. We saw Cam do that last season at Autopolis. He took pole, dominant fashion. Will anyone follow in like fashion? Obviously qualifying format remains the same from last season. 10 minutes of Q1, fastest 6 go through to Q2. At the end of that, let's go, and it's Bali who's the first out. J Bem last season, now just JB in Monaco, and Bali going their separate ways with this venture. So new identity, but can they have the same success in 2026 they did in 2025? Obviously they were probably, I think, up there with Red Bull Petronas as the best team in the whole league. GCOR and WSRA every league, every division, every series, they were the ones to beat Icon, Bali, many others in the car. Can they bring the same energy into 2026? Here is the time to prove that. Pan Am is out after him, and Pan Am was another driver who was at JBEM last season, got a win for them in the latter rounds of GCOR Elite in the sprint. Remember that one at St. Croix. Now he's at GN7, and they did a bit of a driver swap, those two teams. So Joke has gone to JB and Pan Am has gone to GN7. So it's going to be interesting to see how the two drivers can adapt to their new environments. And the rain is already out in this session, so it's also going to be interesting to see if anyone can get a good lap in on the soft tyre. And Bali's put himself in a good position, so he's across the line first, and let's see what he can do. Pan Am is going to be alongside, and just after, 7 Steps is third across the line. And 7 Steps is always a shout for pole position, so you've got to look out for him to at least get into Q2. Push Crimp behind, making his debut for GN7. Mirioni's in 5th place. Across the line for the new team, Road Tech Racing, venture by Shaq. He owns the team, he's reserved for the team as well. And let's see what they can do. They've got the Honda NSX behind them. The power of the Honda can push them forward, but as we've also seen, it can also become a force of complacency. And let's hope that's not a factor within that team. Cam is behind, reigning champion. See the number 1 on that car, showing that he's the champion, showing the prestige that comes with that. And he did win at Autopolis last season, took dominant win, pole, sprint win, and race win. So he's always been one to watch. And the rain is looking severe right now. The rain is looking awful. Joke staying in.
Yeah, the rain's definitely going to hurt a lot of people here.
I don't know if anyone's going to get a proper lap in, like, as in without anything affecting them, slowing them down. But I think Bali put himself in the best position because obviously he got out first while the rain wasn't as bad and got a little bit of time on his push lap where it wasn't, you know, too serious. They would slow him down severely. That's what I think at least. We'll see what the timing sheet says at the end of the lap though. As he comes through to the final corner, Bali across the line. And what's the time saying? 1 minute 42.9, and Pan Am is faster by 1.1 seconds. Push Crimp now coming forward. Push Crimp will be next. What's the time saying? For the Russian driver, it's going to be 1:44.5. Cam is next across the line, and Cam goes just behind Pan Am, 141.9. Joe Cast now, his debut for Panther, and it's P4 for now. Joey replaces him. More coming across the line. Borja goes fastest, good lap. And that's on the intermediate tyres, 2.0 seconds ahead. And the only Lexus team on the grid, Spirit Courses, another new team on the grid. And that's what you want to see. That's encouraging for them. Gold also coming through.
It would be very ironic if Lexus takes pole. Sorry to interrupt you there, but it'll be very interesting to see a Lexus on pole, I can tell you that for free.
Most definitely. And you've reminded me, JJF, of a fun fact, is that last season in Q2, every single team was represented, including the Lexus teams. We could see a repeat of that one again, and with a performance like that from Borja in that first lap, I mean, he was smarter than everyone else in the fact that he chose the inters. That could play a role with running out of time in this qualifying session. Not many opportunities left to really turn laps. So he could be safe and sound. We don't know this yet though. More drivers still continuing on. And you see them, everybody reset and is back for another lap on a fresh set of tyres for the most part. You've got the likes of Joey, Bali all pitting. Cam is still going on his way. And Pan Am as well is still going. He's gone for round 2. It's a second attempt. And the track is definitely getting drier now. But for Pan Am there was no improvement. You see Cam also going on his way now towards the end of the lap. Does he like what he sees here? Don't think so. It doesn't look that fast. 44.3. So no improvement. Top 3 remains Borja, Pan Am and Cam right now. And Borja's even improved again on his lap. 138.6. So the intermediates was definitely the tyre to pick going into this session, the beginning parts of this session. But I think you're going to see more and more the slick tyres beginning to become advantageous right here.
I tell you what, it's a good strategy from Nice Guy, obviously, to go into the intermediate straight away. That's definitely caught a lot of people napping, I think. And if anyone else has a bit of trouble with their last few laps in the closing stages of qualifying, that will definitely help him get into Q2.
Most definitely. Especially at a track like Autopolis, it's not very easy to pass here. It's very technical, it's tight. You want to be in a good track position when it comes to your qualifying session and comes to the start of the race. And this is what's being decided right here. It's all on the line in the last half of the session now. Q1. Only the top 6 will go through. Let's see, is anyone coming near to the end of their lap? Pan Am is one of them. And this lap looks way better from Pan Am. This is going to be provisional pole right here. And he gets it. 134.6. Now the slicks are taking their mark. They're making their mark here. Cam is next up. Is it quicker? It looks quick here from Cam. Reigning champion across the line. And it is faster than Pan Am by 1 second. Are they going to have time for another one as well? Borja's next up. And he's into the pits. Off of the inters, he's realised it's too dry right now. More coming through. Push Crimp is leading the way. Actually, CO2. CO2 is first up. So he's seen his teammate go to provisional fastest. And he goes to second, then splits Cam and Pan Am. So currently Red Bull Petronas 1-2. And Emilione goes faster than all of them. And he's currently at the front. More to come. Push Crimp is next up. Can he get himself to the top 6? And his first start in the GCOR Elite Series. Here he comes. Time needs to be good and across the line. And it's good enough for 4th place. Good stuff. So look at how the timing sheets have just changed. Borja was leading most of this session. And now he's down in 10th place. Joey's got himself up into the top 6. Gold as well. Everybody's making moves right here. The track is drying up rapidly. Still get to see what the likes of 7 Steps can do here in this session. It's coming through now. 7 Steps, most poles last season. I think he got 5 poles last season in 12 races. Can he add to the tally this season? And to the all-time tally. He's already like 3rd all-time. Across the line, and it's only 6th place so far. Not much time left as well. Don't think he's going to be able to pit as well. So he is in a very precarious spot. 7 Steps. We're looking out for the other drivers that could possibly take it off of him here. The top 6 spot. CO2 is going for another lap here. And this is his last lap. CO2 penalty. So it won't count. It won't count. 134.3 from CO2. Currently P4. Is that good enough for him? Let's keep looking. Jocast couldn't do enough. So Jocast is going to be out in Q1. We look again. Trying to look for drivers across the line. Push Crimp is next up. Currently 5th. Is that enough? He's going to have to hope it's enough here. And hope that more drivers don't go faster. Just looking around for drivers that are currently on the brink. Crease is one of them. On the out lap now, coming to his main push lap. He's going to be able to fit that in just about. Drivers are behind him though. So Crease starting his lap. Joey also starting his lap. Gold coming across the line to start his as well. Pan Am across the line gets himself to P4. With a big lap. Needed that one there. So he gets himself into Q2 for now. More drivers looking to change that. 7 Steps is going to be out. Couldn't find the improvement. 7 Steps out. That's big news. Jolt goes to 2nd place. So Jolt pushes Push Crimp out for now. But Push Crimp still has one more lap to go. Big shake up here in qualifying. Jocast still with one more chance. I thought he wasn't going to make it, but he's got one more chance. Will the fuel last him though? Here comes Jocast. Joe Cast to the line. First start for Panther. Can he get to Q2? Yes, he can.
Oh,
Good lap,
I
and you
was
can
holding
hear
my
Jay
breath the
Jeff.
entire time there. Jeez.
Borja goes back to the top. Joey looking like he might be eliminated here. Here comes Push Crimp, couldn't do it. Push Crimp out as the first start for GN7. Pan Am still going, he's on the outside looking in for now. Joey also is in a tough spot and he's got a penalty, so this lap isn't going to count. Has to hope no one else improves. Cam improves to second. That's pushing everybody else further down. But it looks like I think everybody from Jolt up might be safe. Kreese couldn't quite improve. Gold to 7th place. Pan Am needs to put in a good lap here. Is it enough? No. Pan Am is out. So both GN7s miss out on Q2 then, and that is the end. Gold also missed out by less than a tenth. Joey survives. Jolk is through. Joe Cast is through. Mirioni, Cam, and Borja. That is the top 6. And is it every team? Not quite every team. No, wait. Yeah, not quite every team through. 5 out of the 6 teams did get through though. No, not 5. 4, sorry, 4.
7.
Oh yeah, 7 teams,
teams
innit? It's 7 teams. So it's, yeah, 4 of the 7. 5 of the 7, sorry. 5 of the 7 got through. Both the Panthers get through though. So JJF, I bet you're happy with that one.
I was holding my breath the entire time. Joe Cast was making me a very, very nervous team owner for a second there.
You got it done though in the end. It's not really about how you start off the session, but how you finish it off, and he finished it off really well. 4th place. And both Panther Simsport drivers through to Q2. Jolk split them in 5th. Mirioni and Borja on their first start getting through to Q2 as well. And also Cam, business as usual at Autopolis for him, and he gets through as well. But also a big gap between 6th and 1st. I mean, it's looking like a battle between Borja and Cam for this one right here at the moment. Also missing out then Gold, Pan Am, Kreese, CO2, Push Crimp, 7 Steps and Bali, who couldn't advance to the second part of qualifying. Their grid spots are already set then, and we're looking for the second part of qualifying, 5 minutes, and it's going to be extremely high stakes, high pressure environment for these 6 drivers. And I think when you have been in a situation where you've been in Q2 before, obviously you're looking at Cam, you're looking at Jolk, you're looking at Joe Cast, Joey, those guys have been in Q2 before. They know the atmosphere and the tension, and they know the pressure that gets to you. So surely they've got to be more well equipped to not crumble under that pressure, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's going to be pivotal that you just maintain your calm and your senses in this session, because one mistake and that's basically a whole lap in the bin, and a lap's about what, minute 30, so that's going to be a whole other minute 30 to get back out there, minute 32 minutes to get back out there and restart. So you can't be making mistakes, and the pressure will get to you and it'll cause you to make mistakes. Here we go. Almost time for Q2. Some big shocks there in terms of Q1 exits. I mean, 7 Steps has to be the biggest shock, but Autopolis doesn't seem to be one of his strongest tracks. Last time out he missed Q2 again, and history has repeated itself for 7 Steps, so no pole position for him today. Here we go then. So the Q2 driver's getting ready. CO2's not happy with himself either for missing out. I mean, the emotions have got to be high for the drivers. Whether you're in or you're out, emotions have got to be extremely high. I mean, you know what I mean. Here we go then, qualifying up to start Q2.
Panthers also are the only team to make both cars into Q2 as well, which was a bit unexpected, to be honest. But
you're not in the Lexus anymore, man. You've got to get used to Q2 now.
Yeah. Well, I'm just so used to the Lexus piece of shit, you know.
Bro, it's gonna. Don't worry, man. Q2 is gonna be coming regularly, hopefully. With this car, I mean, we've got two
I'm
good
hoping
drivers
so.
there. There's always going to be a shout. And I mean, it's good that you said that, J. Jeff. Both Panthers in the Q2 positions, and that's also going to give you, I mean, not really as much anymore because slipstream isn't enabled, but you do have the numbers advantage when it comes to things. So if you play your cards right, you know, one driver helping the other driver, and then you invert, you could do more good for yourselves than other drivers around who don't necessarily have teammates. Nevertheless, though, GCOR opts to go first, and this is another thing that's important in Q2. You want to have your own space, your own area to work with, so that you don't have other cars affecting you and taking you out of flow state. Intermediate's on for GCOR, so there's no minimal risk of any catastrophe, because we know what it's going to get like. Mirion's on the opposite, he's gone onto the soft tyre, so he's going to try and get a quick lap in while the track is still relatively dry. Joey third, Joke lets him by. Borja and then Cam, who's all the way back by himself, and this is how many of the Red Bull Petronas drivers opt to do their thing, behind everyone, just completely in their own half of the track and just in their own headspace, so they can focus and then lock in when the lap is ready to go. Now Marione's taking the point. He's going to lead us into the first laps of Q2, and he really needs to get a move on, because the track is beginning to get wetter and beginning to lose the grip that it would have had. So he's immediately onto his lap then, and this needs to be good. Let's compare the sector times for everybody, and let's see what we're saying. GCOR into the pits, Joey also into the pits. It's very interesting there. I don't know, they're maybe looking to wait this one out. Not sure what happened. They're changing the tyres. Let's see the sector times anyway. I missed the first sector for Mirione, so we'll look at Borja's sector time. In the meantime, he's going to have a bit of interference, though, possibly from GCOR, who lets him pass. Need to happen. So Borja's first sector, let's see it then. What is it saying? 18.5. Cam is also going to be coming to the line. We'll see his sector time soon. Middle sector for Mirione. What's it saying? 49.0. So Borja was at 18.5. Let's look at Cam's. .7, so he's 2 tenths down on Borja. Let's now see. Mirion's gone wide then, so he's lost out. He's sliding, and that time is gone. So he's gonna have to pit. I think he's gonna have to teleport straight back. Yeah, straight back in and straight back out. It's on the soft tyre, though. It's not gonna work out like that. It's too wet. Missed out on Borja's time, so we'll just have to see what happens when he crosses the line. Here we go. Let's look on board with him. First start in GCOR, and what an impact he's made already. Led them through in Q1, now it's Q2, and he leads by example again. Couple tenths ahead of Cam in the first sector. Didn't get to see the second sector. We're about to see the full completed lap. And what is the time going to be? This is going to be the benchmark for everybody in Q2, and the guys behind the two Panthers, they're going to only have one chance to dethrone this time. 38.5. 38.5. Let's see what they can do. Cam's up first. Reigning pole sitter at this track last season. Will it be more of the same? Across the line he comes. What is the time looking like? 38.9. He's 4 tenths back. Advantage Borja right now. Everybody else coming to their laps. GCOR in the grass a little bit. Joke is following behind. Hot pursuit from the Finn. Joey is a little bit behind them. Got Panthers Import reserve driver Andreo giving his support to the team. Everybody's turned up for this one. They're ready to go. Borja's on his way.
Happy to see Andreo in the chat.
He's in the chat, alright. He's voicing his support. Panthers Import, they've got a very big following, I must say. That team. in terms of fan following, they've got among the biggest. They always got support wherever they go. And it's definitely helping them this time. Both cars into Q2. Still got a chance. Borgia's on his last lap now. So let's see what he can do. Can he improve the time as they cross the line here? It's getting dry. It stopped raining. That's for certain. So that should help the times topple. Here we go. Borgia, final couple of corners. Just needs to lock in until he crosses the line. And then just hope everyone else is slower than him. What a first start this is for Borgia. And he's improved the time. 138.2. Everyone else across the line, no improvements. Jolt goes to third, so dethrones Joecast. Here comes Joey then. Can Joey do anything about it across the line? This is fast. Good enough for P2. Cam is next up. Can Cam take pole position back once again for the second time? No, he can't. It's looking like, unless Mirioni can do anything here, it's looking like Borgia will take it. Of course, we have to look at this though. He's in the slicks. Was this a stroke of genius from the German? Or has he got it all wrong? He seems to have got it all wrong at the beginning. And he has.
Oh.
Mistake. Oh, man.
Oh.
And that's the end of it. That's going to be the end of his chances then. Borgia has taken pole position, it seems. Or actually, I don't think we can say that just yet, you know. You got to see this here. I don't think it's over yet. He's taken pole. How the hell has he done that? Pole.
Wow. I did not expect that after he came off the road.
My
what a fantastic
goodness.
performance.
And somehow he's taken pole. He went off. Wow, the slicks were that much faster. Unbelievable. So it was a genius move from him. 500 IQ plays and Roadtech Racing in their first race have taken pole here. My goodness. Incredible. So it's two debutants who will lead us to the beginning of the race then. Mirioni and Borgia first and second, Joey third, Cam fourth, Jog fifth, Joecast in sixth. And what a turn of events that was. I thought it was all said and done. We all thought it was said and done. I think everyone in the chat, same thing. And as you can see here, it wasn't done. What a result. Incredible. That was ridiculous.
Wow. Props to him for that, for somehow recovering, coming off the track, making his Honda NSX lawnmower for a little bit of time before going back onto the track, and somehow setting the fastest lap of the race, or fastest lap of the qualifying, sorry.
That was mental.
Totally unexpected.
No, very much so. And with that then, the emotions will die down from that qualifying session. It's time for the race to begin. We've got two drivers making their first start. 5-minute break. I think we need a bit of a break after that one. That was...
I think I do need a bit of a break, 100%.
My day, the emotions are running high after that one. So we need some time to cool off. The drivers definitely. Wow. It'll be interesting though. A new dynamic though in the series. Yeah. There's two divisions. I think Mateus is streaming the other one, Pro Series. Mateus is streaming Pro Series over on Twitch. Let's see what they're doing in Pro Series right now, actually. Obviously, second tier of GCOR GT, the Pro Series. Make sure you check out Mateus, see what he's doing over there, as I'm about to do right 100%. Now.
Also giving my best wishes to all the GCOR Pro teams as well, especially CO2's team, Hemlock Motorsport. I am a valid supporter of his team as well, so that's going to be interesting to see how his team goes over there.
Very much so, man. Wishing everyone in the Pro Series best of luck. New series for everyone, unknown territory for everyone, so may the best driver win right there. Let's see what's going on. Twitch stream loaded. And they're currently doing qualifying right now. Q2 for them. It's very interesting. Julvo's up there, Jensen, Driver H, Stevie. So they're in a similar situation to us then, having they're just coming to the end of Q2.
We also must remember that their race distances are slightly shorter than the Elite Series, and they also are running Group 3 cars rather than the Group 2 cars. So there is a bit of a differ between the two divisions. Very much so.
Very much so. It's a different challenge compared to the Group 2 cars. I think it's going to be different and a bit more difficult for everybody else to adapt, especially the drivers who have dropped down from the Elite to the Pro Series. Driver H, Raw Scope, Jensen in particular. But let's see if they can adapt to the new conditions out there. It'll be very interesting to see who comes up to the Elite Series next season, and likewise in the Elite Series who will go down, but that's going to be a long way away. But this is where the initial bragging rights are established, right here in the first round of the season. We see Borgia, Mirione doing just that, Roadtech Racing and Spirit Courses Racing, the new teams on the block, showing for now at least that they're here to stay, with a great performance from both of those drivers. But let's see what happens in the race then.
Be interesting to see what happens in the race. I think while we still got this break, I might just take a quick pit stop of my own, and I will return very shortly.
Hey. JJ's taking his pit stop, and I think that's going to be a key factor in the race, pit stops. Obviously we saw with the weather, it's always changing. And it's going to start off, we can look at the weather right here. It's going to start off raining, RO3 rain, and then it's going to go a bit more cloudy. Rain will subside, and then the track will dry up, and then it's planned again that it will continue to rain. So it's going to be interesting to see what time do you pit, what strategy, what tyre do you choose to put on. I mean, it's going to be very interesting to see who decides what and what strategies are picked, as everybody is bracing and ready to go. Pole position was given to Julvo there in GCOR Pro. Congratulations to Julvo, first race of the season, first start, everyone's first start in Pro Series, but Julvo is the one to establish the dominance in qualifying. Stevie second, Jensen third in that one. Couple minutes to go then, the clock is ticking down. Everyone making their final preparations before the big occasion. 25 laps of Autopolis, it's going to be interesting. And Autopolis, GCOR has a rich history of Autopolis, many different winners at this track. You have to stretch back to GT Season 1, that's all the way back in early 2024, mid 2024. Atomics took victory there in Season 1. Season 2, we had Chaconas taking victory, and that was in November 2024. 2025 it was Gold, who's still racing in GCOR to this day. Elite Series Season 1 it was Cam. You can even stretch further back to the GCOR GT Sport era. That's where the likes of myself, Type Z, Chaconas were still going those times, FRO Hunter, Clone, we were all active during those times, and Skip Pratt, all the legends of GCOR in the times of old. It's a new era now, it's a different era, different style of driving, and dare I say it, the skill level is vastly improved as well. I mean, there's a reason I'm commentating, guys, that's for one. And you know what I mean, it was a tough one back in the day, but nowhere near as tough as these guys have it. 14 drivers on a regular basis, 13, 14, more than 10 at least. Back in the day, Q2 was just it was an afterthought really. We didn't really think of it back in the day. 7, 8 drivers, but nevertheless, Autopolis was always one of the toughest races of the season. It's a long race, strategic race. You can do a lot of battling here, but it's very difficult to pass, especially in this last sector. You see Pushkrim going through it right now. We're looking at him as he traverses the track, and it's always been difficult to pass around that side, and that's where the strategy comes into play, if you know what I mean. But yeah, many different winners at this track. Is a rich history here at GCOR. Obviously myself, Chaconas, Atomics, Skip Pratt, Beast Mode, Cam, we've all won here. Is anyone else looking to add their name to the list of winners? Gold 2 has won. Can anyone else win today in the Elite Series and in the Pro Series? Here's Gold, he's won before here. New team, new surroundings. Apex Racing Team, that era has ended for that team now. Brilliant team, formerly known as Triumph Racing back in the GCOR GT days, and the lineage continued on. They have a win here, and they have many different wins. Championship as well back in Season 2 of GCOR GT. GT3 I mean. Driver H, Lightning, Suvo, they were all there for that one. And then Gold in Season 3 was present in that team, Suvo as well. And then ART took the namesake of that team, and then that was Blank and Griff, Damien, Gold, Peckage for a while. All of those guys were there for that team, and then eventually the doors closed. So it's looking like we're still wondering who's going to take the lineage of that team. No one's going to take the lineage, but who's going to continue the legacy and fight for them. But other legacies are being built now. Panther Sim Sport among those that are building their own legacy in the series now. Got a win last season. It was a slow start to the season for them, but they slowly grew into it. They were very much hampered by the Lexus, definitely. More confidence in that team now than Nissan. 2 out of 2 in Q2. And that's how you want to start the season. And we are getting near to the point now where the season is going to start cooking. So much practice has gone into these laps being turned, these next 25 laps. And it could all be ruined in one corner if we are not careful.
Oh, also got one of my mates from Australia in the stream as well. Nice to see him out up and early, 8:30 in the morning, Australian Eastern Time.
It's good to see, man. We're going global, man. We're going global from around the world. Everyone tuning in to see GCOR, WSRA in action, and it's almost time to go. Just tell CO2 that we're ready.
May I also add that you have to remember about ago when Season 1 was first starting here, I was in the driver's seat in the Panther Lexus, and may I also add that this is a very high demanding circuit, like especially if you're on a wheel, it can definitely drain you mentally and physically as well. So people need to look out for that, and they need to make sure they have high endurance in their bodies to make sure they can deal with all 25 laps of this circuit, especially in the rain towards the later part of the race. It's going to be interesting.
Here we go then. They need to lock in mentally, as JJ just said, And now is the time. The lights are on. It's Mirione and Borgia leading us underway. GCOR GT Elite Series is underway for Season 2. History about to be made, and a good start from the two at the front. Joey's also got a good start in the Nissan for Panther Simsport. It's Honda, Lexus and Nissan as we go through into turn 1. Mirione holds the lead. Good stuff. Joey on the inside tries to take second, and it's still side by side, second and third right now. Cam in fourth, looking for an advantage, looking for opportunity. Borgia covers off the inside, holds on to second place. Cam on the inside of Joey now, who looks to be going backwards, and he's lost that position to Cam. He's up to third place is Cam, the reigning champion. Bit of contact between Jolk and Joey. Jolk is off the road. Jolk is going down to positions right here. Jocast has found his way in 5th position. Damage for Pan Am. There was a bit of contact in the back of the pack in the midfield. But it remains the front two. Borgia's going to be looking for the advantage right here. To the inside, later on the brakes. And Borgia is up to the lead here. Borgia, good start. Had to play a bit of defence early on, but turned that into attack brilliantly and has seized the lead. Borgia from Mirione and Cam, and they are away from everybody else right here. Interesting, Borgia chose the soft tyre. Everyone else behind seems to be on the medium tyre, so that's probably key to Borgia getting that good getaway that he had, having the good first lap that he had. And now it's about just driving away, running your own race until the rain comes out, and just hoping your tyres can last long enough. That's the gamble when it comes to these kind of conditions. Jocast 4th position, Joey in 5th, Gold, and then Crease. Crease is really on the back of Gold now. Crease on his first start. Gold is a GCOR legend in the making, and Crease on the outside going to try and take 6th off of him. At the same time, Gold possibly looking to attack Joey, and Crease has to hold on, so Joey can breathe a sigh of relief, and Crease have to live to fight for another day. On the inside you see Jolt getting the position off of Push Crimp, and the Honda's having to build back really. As I've just seen there, Mironi's lost second position to Cam, who struck at him, so Cam's now to second and chasing Borgia down. Jocast still in 4th, Joey still in 5th. Crease is now past Gold. Does Gold have a chance to get revenge? Crease out a little bit wide. That's going to cost him time. Gold going to sweep around the outside. And into turn 11. Gold back into 6th place. So that didn't last long for Crease at all. Even Gold goes a little bit deep though. Oh, and contact between CO2 and Crease. And Crease goes around and loses some positions. There's a bit of contact there, a bit of a nudge in the back, and it sends him around. CO2 will advance his position. He's past Gold and he's past Crease as well, but I'm sure Crease isn't going to be too happy with that one right there. I mean, there's not much you can say about it. I mean, it just seemed like a racing incident to me, but of course the stewards, that's if Crease wants to press charges against CO2. The stewards will definitely have a look at that one later on. Penalties coming from all sorts of angles right now. Jolt with a penalty, so that's going to cost him some time later on. We continue to look, and Borgia's already into the pits here. The rain just getting too substantial for him. He's in. He's only lap 2, and he's already decided to make a pit stop. Gold also in behind him. Let's see what Borgia decides to do. Oh, is that a spin there? What the? It's Mirione spun. Pole sitter, he's got rear damage. Did he make contact with Cam there? What on earth?
Oh no, that's just unfortunate from him. Spinning out so early in the race, like, it's good that it's early, not late, but like, it's definitely not going to be ideal for him to lose position so quickly in the race.
Especially at such a crucial time like this. I mean, I'm pretty sure the plan is for everybody to just try and stay out for as long as they can, especially on those medium tyres. Stay out for as long as possible, and then when the rain starts coming in thick and fast, then that's when you pit for the inters and put those on. But that's going to significantly impact his speed now. He's not going to be as effective, not going to be as quick, and for many he's going to be a sitting duck for them. But this is helping the Panthers out. Now in second and third, Jocast and Joey. Let's see what Borgia did. He put on the inters already. He's put the inters on already. That's a bit early. But let's see what kind of tricks he has under his sleeve in this stint. I don't know if that was the right decision from Borgia, but we'll see, we'll see. Gold as well, done the same thing. Crease as well. Cam now has a 2.3 second lead over the rest of the field. And it's 3 Nissans in the top 3, 4 in the top 5. Mirione's done. I think he's had another incident. He's gone off again.
Oh no!
What is going on? Bali's also had a bit of an incident. Oh, it's all gone left for him. He continues going though. You've got to respect that, and there's a bit of a battle here between the two Hondas, Jolk and Pushkrim. Here comes Pushkrim, he's on board. Does he go to the inside? Looks for the move. GN7 versus JB, and Pushkrim on the inside. Has he taken it? Had to swoop round in the next corner, and he has done it. Good stuff from Pushkrim, up to 5th place. And the Hondas are working their way back forward now. Pushkrim leading the charge, taking Jolk there. So now with Joey and Joecast's gone deep there, so now they're going to be side by side, the two teammates. Does Joecast yield the position? No, he doesn't. Stays ahead for now, and I'm sure if this continues, because Joey's been slowly creeping up on his teammate. Could there be an instruction to invert the positions right there? Obviously, JJ's in the booth with me. What's your stance on that, JJ?
Well, as long as they don't fight, like we do, don't have any team orders at the moment, especially since it's the first round of the championship. We're not McLaren, mate. We're going to let them race, but I also said don't do any stupid moves, so I trust both those drivers. They're both smart. They're not going to do anything stupid.
Let's see, very much so in the first round of the season. I mean, the chemistry between the teammates is at the lowest point it will be. So there's always going to be a tendency to maybe stick your nose to the situation where it shouldn't really be. But again, Joey seems content for now. Cam has set the fastest lap of the 1:35.6, and he's pulling away from the Panthers. CO2's in 4th place. Pushkrim's in 5th, gaining on CO2. Jolk likewise is doing the same thing. Mironi 7th, 7 steps is 8th. And then the guys who have pitted are behind them, and Borger's gone into the pits again and come out on the hard tyres, which explains. So the inter-gamble failed for Borger and for Gold. It fell for everyone here. I knew it wasn't going to be a good strategy to put the inters on, but then again, you have to try those things. If you're in a spot of bother, why not try them? And Pushkrim is reeling in CO2 right here. Let's look at the Russian. Only a couple laps ago he made the move on Jolk for position. Can he get one on CO2? Again, look at that. A bit more confidence for Pushkrim right now. Let's see what he can do. Currently in 5th position and looking at 4th. Just go on the inside there. Can he set himself up for turn 1? I think that's going to be the aim. And he's in the slipstream here. Will he be close enough to try and make a move? I don't think he will be. Does he do a dive bomb? In the meantime, Joey has taken Joecast. There was a bit of contact between the 5th and 4th place runners, and Pushkrim about out wide a little bit. So he's going to lose time. He might have to think about defending from Jolk. All good though, it seems, for now. So Joey will now lead the charge for the Panthers. Can they catch Cam, who again, like he did last season, is just driving away from the field?
Very much a case of deja vu, at least for the moment.
Very much so. But when the rain comes out, everything could change. And we've got a bit of a stalemate right here between 4th, 5th and 6th. CO2, Pushkrim and Jolk on their way, and with this track, CO2 a little bit deep, and Pushkrim looking to exploit the weakness. Has to go around the outside. It's not going to be very good here. 2 can't really go into 1. Pushkrim's going to try it. And CO2, I think, is going to hold on here. We saw a really good move from Bali here a couple seasons ago. Can't do it. Jolk has taken him. Jolk takes Pushkrim there, so in the process of him attacking there, he left himself open to be attacked. Jolt takes him. And now Jolt might try and attack CO2. He's in a good position here. CO2, I think, is breaking the toe, doing anything he can to keep him behind, prevent a dive bomb move from occurring. Jolt thought about it. I think more about the mind games there. He tried to feint a move, but CO2 was wise enough to not be affected by it. This stalemate continues. Chess moves. CO2 just has to not make any mistakes, and he can let the track do what it does best and just make it hard for Jolt to even think about passing. Look at Pushcrimp again, see how he sees this. And CO2, I think, is far ahead enough. He does take a bit of a defensive line into the corner. That will hamper his exit. The Jolt is right there now. Still looking, but Pushcrimp is right there. And again, they're just really getting closer. A bit of a nudge in the back from Pushcrimp there to Jolt, and he goes off. But Pushcrimp, sportsmanlike, lets him keep the position. So he understood he made the mistake there, and he's not chosen to take the position back. Mironi's now catching up to these guys, so it could become a four-way battle. But fair play to Pushcrimp for that one there. The sportsmanship. Still Cam in control. So here we go. You also got a battle between Pan Am and Borgia as well. The Lexus and the Honda doing their thing. Both drivers signing for new teams. Is Borgia close enough here? That Lexus is supposed to be a subpar car, but he's making it look like a rocket ship at the moment, round the outside of Pan Am, and you don't see that happening very often at all. Borgia's up to 9th place. Jolt also losing 5th place to Pushcrimp, who is now going to be again on the charge at CO2. .7 seconds, 0.5 seconds now the gap between 4th and 5th. Jolt is still remaining in touch, just about. Mironi 2 seconds behind Jolt. So Pushcrimp, he has a little bit of space between himself and Jolt. He can focus solely on attacking now. And I think if I'm him, I'm going to be setting that up for the last corner. Getting ready so I can get a good exit, and then boom. Get into the slipstream and hopefully inside or outside line. And I'm there. Look at this here. CO2 all the way to the inside, but Pushcrimp finds a way. He finds the way. But CO2 on the outside holds on. There's a big amount of contact there. But Pushcrimp has got through. 4th place belongs to the Russian now, and he's had to fight very hard for that one. But it's finally gone his way. CO2 down to 5th. And now Jolt on the attack. Jolt really seemingly lost it there on the entry of the hairpin, but keeps the car intact, but it's still 6th place through. Joey's keeping a good distance between himself and Cam now. He's kind of neutralised that. They're going relatively the same pace. I think even Joey's going quicker than him a little bit. Pushcrimp's got a half-second penalty, so that's going to cost him. And that's going to be able to draw CO2 back to him. I don't think he's going to serve it this lap. Next lap he will serve it definitely, as with Jolt. Pan Am's back past Borgia as well, so overtake's going on everywhere it seems. Here comes Mironi, the pole sitter, to attack Jolt. I think he can just be patient with this one because Jolt's going to get that half-second penalty anyway, so he should really be able to overtake him naturally, if you know what I mean, rather than have to do any work and possibly risk going off again. he's done well to build himself back up to where he is right now, into the points, and he has opportunity to gain even more points on the first race of the season. 2/5 of the way in, 40%. Joke on the grass on the inside. He's very vulnerable to attack right now. Has to take a defensive approach and does so, and he holds on. Again, just showing why it's so difficult to pass here. Even CO2 needs to get a bit of a move on, because let's bring in Mirioni back into play. The more that Jolt stays behind CO2, Mirioni touches the grass a little bit, so that's going to bring him out of the game. And the gap between Joey and Cam is closing ever so slightly. It continues to close ever so slightly. So here comes Pushkrim to serve this half-second penalty. Let's see how much the gap decreases. So the gap isn't really down by that much. Still remains just under 2 seconds. It's not too bad. So now Pushkrim, can he now come and chase Joe Cast and Joey possibly? He's lapping around a similar level to Joe Cast. And the sky is darkening here. And that's a sign that possibly rain could be coming out. And you see Cam is into the pits. And the rain is falling now. So Cam first to bite, and he goes into the pits, and I'm assuming those intermediate tyres are coming on for him. But has he timed this too early here? Let's see.
Well, as you know, the drivers will certainly have a better idea of where the rain is coming from and all that, so we are totally blind when it comes to the rain, so I guess we can only go off their insight and see what they're looking at, to be honest.
Most definitely. And it seems to be within the team meeting, or something to do with the team relations, that they both decided to pit for the Inters. CO2 is in as well. 7 Steps is also in. So only 3 drivers going onto the Inters this early. Let's see if that works out in the long run. I mean, the rain is now really beginning to pour down, but I feel like they timed it a lap too early. Let's see. I think Joey will probably be in this lap, maybe next lap. Oh, the rain is really beginning to fall now. But I think Joey and Joe Cast have timed this better than Cam has, for now at least. Here we go. So Joey now coming towards the end of the lap, and the rain is reaching serious levels, critical levels. You have to just now really be careful. Of where you're going and your surroundings, picking the right line. And somebody has spun here. Or have they? I don't think anyone spun. But we're getting some close calls right here, right now. Joey is in, Joe Cast is also in, and he's got a bit of damage that he has to repair. He went head first into the wall. And is everyone else behind coming in? Yes, Pushkrim is in. Pushkrim's hit the wall as well. Everyone's hitting the wall, it seems.
Yeah, the rain's definitely affecting him a lot more. That's definitely going to hurt the people who've clipped the wall. That's definitely going to give the people who pitted first an obvious advantage.
Definitely. Here comes Joey then. He missed the wall, so he's now refueling. Intermediate tyres are on. Cam is past him, so it did work out for Cam in the end. Fueled up to the brim. And Joey's lost a bit of time there, quite a bit of time. A couple seconds to Cam. So it looks like it's going to be Joey versus Cam for this one. 7 Steps is now in 3rd place. Joe Cast in 4th, then it's CO2. Pushkrim is still pitting. Tyres and damage. And Pushkrim's actually going to go down the order because of that damage. So Mirioni now 6th, Jock 7th, and then Pushkrim out behind. But 3-second penalty as well because of the track limit infringement, pit line infringement. So that's going to cost me even more time. He still is in 8th though. Borja's in 9th place. Coming across the line. Now the tide has turned. Cam still has the advantage, but 7 Steps has been brought into play here for the podium places. So rain is set to continue for the rest of the race here. So it's just going to be about avoiding mistakes for these drivers. As we see that the grid is beginning to open up in some places. Mirioni and Jolt might be looking to battle here. Other than that, it seems to be everything else very spread apart. Reaching the halfway point of the race now, and Mirone is a little bit, he seems to be struggling a little bit, and the rain is getting severe here. It's getting very severe.
Yeah, if the rain continues to get heavier, they might be on the wrong tyres. They might have to switch to the wets if it continues to get heavier like this.
In certain spots, it's extremely rash, but in other spots, it doesn't seem to be that bad. I guess it's just going to be about picking your spots. Maybe it won't be a case of wet tyres, but it just will be a case of just driving carefully on the inters. I don't know if the likes of Cam will want to risk going on the wets, especially since you've got less significant rain coming up. Your RO3s and your RO4s. Do you really want to be risking it on those wet tyres? And I don't think the answer is yes here. And then again, you have to be really careful, be extremely careful to not make any mistakes as they continue to go forward. Mirone's been passed by Joel. I think Mirone must have made a mistake here. Oh, the rain is mad, dog. Cam continuing to open up the gap though. 8.7 seconds now, 8.8 and 8.9. Joey, then it's Joe Cast. So 7 steps must have spun then. That's why he's no longer in third position, because Joe Cast and CO2 are both past him, but CO2 is not that far ahead. Could still be a bit of a battle when it comes to fourth position. Joke is just down the road from them as well. So it's not all said and done yet as we cross the halfway stage.
Yeah, there's still a long way to go, especially during this rain. It's definitely going to affect the drivers' endurance a lot more, so they definitely need to be a lot more careful in the closing stages of this race.
Look at this, 7 steps looking around the outside, 4 move, all sorts of lines being created and new ways to pass, but it's not going to be enough for 7 steps. Couldn't quite get the move done. Gonna have to wait another time. Can he set it up for the exit? Doesn't get a bad exit at all here. Can you see through the spray? Can he assume the position? Would it be brave and dive bomb? That would be extremely brave. He doesn't go for it in the end. So CO2 will hold on to 4th. 7 steps in 5th. Still trying to get past. 7 steps, he's not new at all to the Nissan, and he has now got past CO2 then. So 7 steps up to 4th again, and I said he's not new to the Nissan at all. Drove it all of last season. So many pole positions and a race win as well at the end. So many fastest laps too. So when it comes to the Nissan guys, him and Cam, you've got to fancy both of them. 7 steps is showing his skill right there to get past. Joke is also past CO2, who's really struggling in this opening, or in this 14th lap of the race, I should say. And Cam is just continuing to open the gap up here. Now it's 12.5 seconds between himself and Joey. Joey 5.3 ahead of Joe Cast, and Joe Cast is 6.6 ahead of 7 steps. So current point standings at the moment. Drivers were getting points, will be set to be getting points. Cam, Joey, Joe Cast, 7 steps, Joel, CO2, Mirone and Push Crimp. And Pan Am's looking to get that point for fastest lap. And I think he is going to get that point, because I don't see the rain subsiding from this point on really. Side by side goes 7 steps and Jolt for 4th position. And Jolt has fought this one. He set this up for many laps, and around the outside, Jolt is through. Jolt, he's gone too deep, he's gone too deep. 7 steps, swoops back underneath and retakes it. And there's a big gap now between the two of them. And it could be over and done with that battle right there. A little bit of ambition from Jolt, and it proved to be a little bit too much in the end. So he's got to work again to close the gap back down. It's now nearing the 1 second mark. 0.8 seconds, 0.7.
Noticing the rain is starting to calm down a little bit now. I'm not sure if that's only temporary or it's going to set the tone for the rest of the race.
Not really sure either. Could be a situation where you do put the slicks back on. We still got quite a few laps remaining. We'll have to see how things pan out. Obviously the drivers know more than we do, so their pit stops will tell us all we need to know. As Mirioni's looking to get past CO2. The CO2 continues to go backwards here. Went from 4th, lost 5th as well, and now possibly might lose 6th. Has to defend now. Really keep the elbows out and prevent Mirioni from getting past. And the pole sitter still looking to redeem himself. After the first stint, really fell apart for him. Joke is back past 7 steps as well, and this time on the outside he has got it and he's made it stick. So good stuff from him. Mirioni unable to get past CO2 that time. 7 steps, I'm imagining he's not going to just sit there and have that. He's ready for revenge sooner or later. Looking on board with CO2, you can see Mirioni just behind him. That's going to turn to the inside, isn't it? Mirioni up the inside, and through he goes. Or does CO2 have an answer on the outside? They still go side by side. And this corner is going to be extremely techie right here. They need to get this right. Who's going to yield? No one plans on yielding in that corner, but CO2 getting a bit physical and establishing dominance and keeping hold of 6th place by any means necessary. That's what the name of the game is. Any means necessary to hold on to positions. And again we see Autopolis is just too hard to pass here. Mirioni again looking for position, but CO2 doing enough to hold him back. Needs to set this up. If Mirioni's in here, he's in. So if that's any indication of the mindset of the drivers, there you go. It's clearly getting to the point now where, well, we'll see what he does here. We'll see what he does. Border's also gone in. We'll see what they do here. Is it looking like a medium tyre? Is it looking like a soft tyre? Let's see. Medium tyres. Medium tyres on the Roadtech Racing Honda. And the guys at the back of the pack, they've decided to put on the mediums here. So I'm thinking it's going to be good for the rest of the race here. It's going to be dry at least. Track is definitely getting dry, but it's going to be extremely risky for these guys. It's not fully dry yet. They need to be staying on the dry line. Cam's inters, they're almost completely gone. Front left, and it shows you it's getting extremely dry out there. And I think he's going to be in as well. Will he do what they have done, or will he stay out and try and survive more? He's staying out, he's staying out. Cam stays out. What about Joey then? Does he try and do something different here? Joey's in. And I think that was a gamble that he had to make. So Joey's in then, and I'm assuming that's going to be to put on the medium tyre. Joe Cast follows in kind. He's also going in. Joke is also going in. So I think Cam is going to try and stay out for as long as he can, or will he eventually concede and put on the mediums? Or maybe he's trying to stay out so he can put the softs on. Who knows? Joey, medium tyres on. 31 seconds is the gap, and look at Cam's intermediates. Front left is completely shot here. On the verge of a puncture almost. Doesn't go in within the next lap. That could be the reality puncture. So he needs to stop. Cam, it's nearing the end. Pro Series also nearing the end, and it's Driver H out in front for them. Driver H, if he wins here, he finishes on the podium here, he'll become the all-time record holder for most podiums in GCOR history, and will overtake Ciccone. He was tied with him originally, but now he'll overtake him as he pushes his name further up in terms of the GOAT debate in GCOR. But as for now, Cam's got a puncture in the front left. Cam's got a puncture in the front left of the Inters. That's going to cost him. That's going to cost him time.
That's definitely going to cost him. I think he came out he waited too late for put the mediums on. He tried to go for a different strategy, but it looks like it's not working out.
So Cam has come in then. He's come into the pits, and question is now, does he put the softs on or does he put the mediums on? Don't know if the softs are going to be able to last all that distance. So it probably would be best for him to put the mediums on. Here comes Joey though. Joey's getting closer to him. Quick tyre change, that's all you need. Quick tyre change. Straight out. Hang on a minute. Intermediates again? Is he seeing something we're not seeing here? Cam's put the intermediates on again. Hang on a minute. Is it raining again?
Don't tell me it's raining again.
Wait a minute. No, I think Cam's blundered this here, you know. I'm not sure, but
I don't see any rain on my screen.
Hang on a minute, CO2's in, what's going on? He's also on the Inters, he pits, changes. He's on Inters as well. What are they seeing here? What are the Red Bull guys seeing that we're not seeing? They're obviously in communication with each other, so they've seen something and they've decided to go for it, but I'm not sure if this is the right move here. Joey's going to be catching quickly, and Joe comes under pressure from Jolk as well for the final podium spot. And has this gone all wrong for Cam? I don't know if he's done the right, he's picked the right tyre, but CO2 has clearly followed him, so there must be some method to the madness right here. Joey's going to be looking to catch him and overtake him as quickly as he can, because you're running out of time, and clearly there's a long-term plan in the works for the Red Bull Petronas cars. I mean, Cam wouldn't just pick the Inter for no reason. So let's see what happens with that. And as that develops, we're looking at the battle for third position. Joe Car's holding on from Jolk right here. Joe Car's doing his best to hold on. Joe Cost is yet to sit on the podium in GCOR thus far. Didn't get any podiums in the Elite Series in Season 1. Got very close to it many times, but never actually got the honour of sitting on the podium, standing on the podium. And Joe having to go on the outside there to try and get past. And Joey's really cutting this gap down. The sky looks really dark out here, like it's going to rain again, like he wants to rain again. And I'm sure Joey and the rest will be hoping that he doesn't. But for Cam, he's hoping that it comes as soon as possible, because the gap between himself and Joey is now under 2 seconds. Joey's really catching, and Jolk has got past Joe Cast here. Does Joe Cast have a response? No, he doesn't. Joe Cast has lost third position. Jolk is up to third position here. And Jolk is another driver who's climbing up the GCOR GOAT rankings. In terms of points, he's now full-time. Podiums, let's find out. In podiums, he's also full-time, joint fourth with the legendary Car Freak. Few will remember him, but he was a serious driver in his day. And if Jolk takes a podium here, he'll be third all time, only 2 behind Ciccona's on 13 podiums. Gap is under a second between the front two now. Joey is really catching Cam, and Cam is having to take to the wet parts of the track to keep the Inters from really wearing out. And I think Cam has got this all wrong here. But we have to remember, there's always a method to the madness. Remember Tin Tops all those weeks ago? There was a method to the madness in that one. There's definitely going to be one here. There's no way the team picks intermediates for no reason here.
They definitely
It's
must be
raining.
seeing something that we're not seeing.
It's raining
The Red
again.
Bull guys would not be able to do something so stupid like this.
And it's raining again here. But Joey's got Cam on the outside. He's taking him. But it's raining again. It's not going to be for long, I don't think. The rain is pouring. I knew there was a method to the madness here. There's no way he's just going to do that in vain. Joey now has to pull away as fast as he can and hope that Cam can't catch him again. Because it's looking to be unravelling here for Joey. Just as it was looking to get positive, it's all going to go downhill, possibly. The rain subsides and oh, it's back. Or is this just mind games from Cam? I'm not sure. No, it is back. It is back. I don't think it's that significant though. Oh no, never mind. This is serious rain. Good grief! Ah, Joey's off. Joey's off. Oh no!
Oh,
How quickly
no.
it can go left. And that's what I was saying. There had to be something, a deeper meaning to that stop, to that decision from Cam and CO2. There had to be a deeper meaning to it. There's no way they just put on the intermediates while it's dry. And Cam has just played the field here. 500 IQ play from the reigning champion. And Joey goes off a mistake, and that surely cost him the win. And Joey once again so close to victory, and it's unraveled for him again. Right there, Joke is in third place, GCOR still in fourth, trying to get his revenge. And GCOR on the inside thought about it and then hesitated. But he still finds his way to the inside, contact between the two of them, and the rain is intensifying here. The rain beating down the cars. Oh! GCOR's around. GCOR's around multiple times. Even Joke is off. It's serious rain. It's serious rain. Everybody's spinning. Everybody's spinning here.
Oh, jeez, it's chaos.
This is
There might be a
mental
safety
here.
car.
This might have to be... Is everyone sorting themselves out? Oh my goodness. Look at the carnage. Everyone has to get to the pits as quickly as possible here. This was insane. I think we can keep it going just about here. Everyone seems to be resolved, but my days. Moment of madness there. The rain just started flashing down and everybody was caught out. GCOR spun. Obviously, Joke then went off as well. Everybody spinning in the mid-pack. I saw Kreese going around. Many others also spinning, suffering the same fate, and there's more spinning going on here. And who's that? It's Borja who's gone off. And he spun again here. And those of you that were there for Nürburgring back in GCOR GT will remember this moment where the rain started coming down, and obviously I was driving them times in Chiconas, Lightning, Driver H, Mac, we were all there, and the rain hit and everybody started sliding and spinning. And that's when it was Mac who was smartest of the lot. He pitted for the Inters, and he ended up taking victory because of that. It's exactly what Cam has done throughout everything. Cam and CO2 have not spun. GCOR has spun again here. It's all gone left for everyone here apart from Cam and CO2. Cam's Inters look shot though. Don't look to be in good condition. Quickly dying out. Got 3 laps to hold on. 14 seconds. Joey just needs to keep his composure. Anything could go wrong on the Cam car, and then that could be the end of Cam's chance of victory. But he just needs to hold in there. There's still all sorts of carnage on the road. This is mental. Cam's now got 2 laps to go. There's still battling going on. Bally and Pushkrin are going forward. They're going for it right now. Bally's past him. Gold very slow into the corner. Bally extremely fast into the corner. Somehow he also to 10th place. Nearly went into Gold, who was in 9th place. Oh, GCOR on the grass manages to save the car. It's really going left for these guys. How were they not?
That was a monumental save there. Jesus.
It was massive. Jolk is now back into play though, and these guys have been swapping that final podium place for a number of laps now. Mirione's now joined the debate. He wants a shout. He wants a piece of the pie now as well. Within a second of these two. Coming to 2 laps to go for them now as well. Jolk with one more chance possibly outside. Forced to the outside. Does he go late on the brakes and try and explode? No, he doesn't. He tries to cut under, but GCOR is wise enough to it and holds on. GCOR still under pressure. Jolk on the outside once more, and again GCOR does enough, and these guys having to stick to a small strip of track because everywhere else they will spin out, they will lose grip, and that's helping GCOR a lot, I think. So 2 laps to go here, and Cam's left front tyre again on the verge of a puncture, so this might come back to bite him once more. He has to try and keep this. He has to try and keep the car now. It's all about keeping the car, keeping the composure. This is very much like Lewis Hamilton way back in 2020 at Silverstone when the tyre gave up on him in the last lap. Here we go. So Cam's on one more lap now, and it's a very different circumstance to how it was last season. The tyre is on the verge of giving up. He has to keep that tyre. See how he's driving on the wet part of the track, trying to keep the tyre alive. Lets Borja through. Doesn't need the distraction right now. I think Borja went a bit deep, so Cam will live for another day. Jolk is past GCOR. Mirione is looking to get involved. GCOR, I think, has gone off. He's gone off. That's the end of the podium chance for GCOR, surely. Down to 5th place he goes. And Cam, the intermediates, is looking dire at the moment, threadbare. Can he survive? He's got round pretty much the first half of the lap okay, but Joey is closing the gap severely, rapidly. That gap was 20 seconds 2 laps ago. Now it's 6.9. This is going to be close. Joey's really closing that gap down. That tyre is finished on the Cam car, almost done, almost completely red. Cam, no mistakes. You can see Joey in the picture now. No mistakes from Cam. Joey can still catch him here. Only a few corners left for Cam. Can he be the first and only driver to take back-to-back wins at Autopolis? No one else has done it. The tyre is gone on that car now, and he's got a few corners to traverse. Joey is coming forth. He's coming through fast here. It's under 2 seconds now. Only a few corners to go. 2 corners left for Cam. Joey's really closing in now. It's 1.2, 0.8. Oh my goodness. I think Cam's going to hold on. It's going to be tied the line. Cam holds on. Just about 0.2 seconds the gap. Joey second.
So close.
And the battle for third is raging. Jolk is past Mirone. Oh, he spins! Mirone spins! Game over. Game over indeed. And Jolk is going to come through and take third position. Jolk in third. GCOR in fourth. And who's going to come fifth? Mirone is going to take fifth in the end of it. So the pole sitter does receive points, and CO2 is going to take sixth. But what an ending in that one. And Cam just about hold on there. CO2 is also going to get points, and his intermediates is also, in a likewise fashion, completely shot. What a finish. CO2
wow.
In 6th place on his debut for Red Bull Petronas this season, 7 steps just ahead of Pan Am, and those are the final 2 points finishers. Gold in 9th, Bali, Push Crimp and Borja all struggling at the end of it. They're still going to fight and battle though.
I'll tell you what, I was on the edge of my seat for the entirety of that race. Oh my god.
What a race.
What a race indeed. Wow, fantastic stuff.
Bali 10th, Pushkin 11th, Borja in 12th. And that is the first round of the season. over and done with. Cam has retained his Autopolis title, back-to-back wins at the inaugural round of GCOR Elite Series. And it's a great performance from Cam. He dug deep and he managed to get the strategy just perfect. I think one more corner and Joey would have got that win there. He was really closing in rapidly. And again, it's heartbreak for Joey.
He's still going to take that, you know, like he's come so close. He's definitely still going to take that. I think he'll still be okay.
It's definitely a good improvement from especially where the Panthers were last season, up there second and fourth, really contending this season. Already looking like, but still got more rounds, 13 more rounds next week. It's an all-new test for these cars. Fuji, never been there yet in the GCOR GT Elite Series, so it'll be interesting to see what happens there. But for now, Cam has done it again. Cam is the winner at Autopolis. Fantastic result. Nail-biting finish.
I just cannot believe that, mate. Wow, what a race.
That was awesome. And good result as well, because Driver H wins in Pro Series as well. So everywhere you look, Red Bull Patronus doing well. The boss winning in Pro Series and Driver winning in Elite Series. Look at the final result then. Cam wins it by 0.2 of a second. Joe in second. Jolk in third. Then it's Joe Cast, Mirone, CO2, 7 steps. Panam, who took the fastest laps, will get extra point for that as well. And then 9th was Gold, 10th was Bali, 11th was Borja, and then Crease and Push Crimp, 13th, 14th in that one. But what a round we have seen. Brilliant stuff from everybody involved. One hell of a show, and we had a lot of action, a lot of carnage everywhere you look. And that's what it's about in GCOR Elite Series. You can never say never. It's never over until it's over. And this race was just that in a nutshell, really. My days. We're going to have a tough decision on our hands here. When it comes to ranking this among the best races in GCOR, I mean, we've had some bangers, and that one is an example of that. Even at Autopolis, you can have a fantastic race, a cracking race. All sorts of stuff going on in there, but here we go. So the drivers now will just need to reflect on what's going on, because that was big. Let's see if we can get some fallout from that one.
That's definitely well done to Cam there. He deserved that. Like, it was a 1,000 IQ play to change to the intermediates when he did. Like, fantastic from the entire Red Bull Patronus team. Yeah, definitely. What a performance. Like, what else can I say? He was so close to losing it out to Mr. Joey over here, but yeah, he did his best out there, and it was fantastic. Congratulations to Cam. He definitely deserved that win today.
Indeed, man. Much congratulations. And Joey, I mean, after that, I mean, he says maybe winning isn't for me, and he keeps coming so close.
13 more rounds, so
very much so. I mean, he's not the only one who seemed to not be able to win. 7 Steps was like that last season. Couldn't find a win at all, and eventually it came to him in the final round of the season. Maybe it's just, it's not the right time for you to win just yet. But his time is definitely coming soon. Joey, indeed. If he keeps at it, the win will come. That was just extremely unlucky on his part. Then again, that's what it is. That's GCOR Elite for you. The smallest of margins can be the difference between win and loss, first and second. And that's how it is. So with that, we're going to end the stream. Make sure you check us out. Check Mateo's stream as well. on Twitch. We've got the Pro Series over there, and we've got Porsche Cup on Saturday. Going to be on this channel as well, so make sure you're there for that one. Make sure you're there next week as well. We've got GCOR again at Fuji. I'll be there for that. Mateus should be there streaming for Pro Series as well, and we're going to continue doing what we're doing. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, TikTok. You'll find those in the channel page. So check the channel page, you'll see the Instagram and TikTok right there. And yeah, man, make sure you join us on Discord as well if you haven't already. Discord servers in the channel page as well, so make sure you check that. And yeah, hopefully we'll see you guys on the track. Congratulations to all the winners, Driver H, Cam, all the podium sitters, pole sitters, everybody who took part today, because it was a great round of action. And GCOR GT is back. Let's go. J Jeff, thanks for being the safety car driver today, man. It was great having you there. Didn't really see much of you.
I can, mate.
Didn't really see much of you today, but you never know, man. Next round, safety car might be the centre of attention. You never know.
We don't know. It's at Fuji.
Fuji is a crazy track. It's going to be extremely chaotic. Should be a highlight to watch, so make sure you're there for that one. And you know, more videos should be coming up on the channel soon and on the Instagram, so make sure you're staying tuned. And that's going to be the end of it here from us at the commentary side. So we'll see you guys when the channel returns for the next round of the season. Bye guys.